Hey, what's up guys, it's Kazoo here, and welcome to another FIFA 15 squad builder on my channel. And today, I've got another hybrid skill squad for you guys, and I actually haven't uploaded one of these in quite a while. Mainly because of that was because some of the squads that I built or that I used weren't really that original anymore to make a video of. And since this week's Team of the Week was pretty awesome, with Inform Depay and also with Inform Chikawi, I decided to make a new one. So yeah, we will be using the false 9 formation. In goal we have Adrian there from West Ham United, and he's actually a very solid goalkeeper. I've used him in 35 games in this squad. I've played 35 games with this team, and he was really good goalkeeper in my opinion. Even though goalkeepers aren't really the best this year, he was very decent. Then the first centre back we have Winston Reid, also from West Ham United. I picked him up a while ago. Very solid centre back as well. I think he does pretty well in real life as well, so we could maybe expect an upgrade from him. Would be pretty sweet. Then we move on to another and also the final player from West Ham United. That is obviously Inform Kouyaté, who looks like an absolute beast. He's a centre back. He's amazing in game. He's probably one of my favorite centre backs I've ever used in this year's FIFA. Absolutely love him. 79 pace, 74 defending, and 89 physical. Then onto the right back, we've got another player from this week's Team of the Week, another Inform. That is the Brazilian Michel. I'm not really too sure how you pronounce his name in Brazilian, but he looks very solid as well. 83 pace, 70 dribbling, 73 defending, and 80 physical. And he was actually really good in this squad, so he's definitely worth the price in my opinion if you decide to buy him. Then we move it to the left back. That is Jethro Willems, 4-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. He's obviously probably the most known left back in the game, I guess, especially since he has a 4-star skill moves. He's pretty expensive, I do believe, since he obviously links up with Inform Depay. So if you're gonna buy him, he's really expensive. Don't blame me, because I bought him like a while ago for only 4k. I think he goes for like 30k or maybe even more right now, which is just really annoying. But yeah, I can't really do anything about that, I guess. Then we move it to the center defensive mid. That is Mulgrew there from Celtic. Pretty decent player, obviously not the best. He's only 68 rated, but he has decent passing, decent defending, and decent physical, which is the main reason why I decided to use him, mainly because he plays in a center defensive spot. Then we have Armstrong there from Dundee United. He's mainly there for chemistry reasons. He's okay though. I did create a couple chances with him, only scored 1 goal with him and got 1 assist with him as well. I actually scored a goal with him with his weak foot, surprisingly. I did create a couple chances, as I said, but whenever I got through on goal or like had a big opportunity to score, the goalkeeper mostly saved it, or one of the defenders mainly blocked the shot off, which was actually a bit annoying. But yeah, 63 shooting, you cannot really expect much from that. This was one of those chances, a nice flick up at the goalkeeper, ended up saving it. So we move it to the other centre mid. That is actually a centre attacking mid, is obviously the 5-star skiller. That is Mackay Stephen, the Dundee United version. He also has a Celtic version, so I might make a squad around him as well. But yeah, I decided to use the Dundee United version. I played 35 games with him, got 3 goals and 9 assists, and that is what I sort of expected from him, because I obviously used him as a centre mid. I sort of knew that he wouldn't really score that many goals since it is not really a attacking position, but we got a decent goal though with his weak foot, a nice little volley. I absolutely love this guy in Ultimate Team. He's probably my favorite silver 5-star skiller this year in Ultimate Team. I absolutely love him. Used him so many times before already, and you know it from my Skill into Glory series that I've used this guy a bunch more times as well. So yeah, we move on to the centre forward. That's the final player from Dundee United. That is Sifchi, and he's also one of my favorite silver 5-star skillers in the game. I've scored 72 goals with him in 172 games. I'm not really too sure how many goals I've scored with him in this squad, because I played around 35 games with this team. I don't really know the exact number, but yeah, this guy was an absolute machine as a centre forward. He played absolutely amazing as well. I think it was the first time that I actually used him as a centre forward or any other position, because I mainly used him as a striker before I played with his squad. But yeah, he did a very good job for me. I know a lot of people that haven't used him yet would probably say that he's pretty bad because of his stats, but he's only 68 rated, but he's an absolute machine in game. Like, his finishing is unreal, and his strength as well. Like, this goal isn't really the best, but just the way he muscles off all those defenders, just look at it. You can see it from the replay. He just gets through them like it's nothing, and that is what I just absolutely love about Sifchi. He's so strong. He has 5-star skill moves. In my opinion, one of the best silver players in the game, if you ask me anyway. Then we move on to sort of the main man of this squad. That is obviously Inform Memphis Depay from this week's Team of the Week. Played 35 games with him, got 26 goals, 1 assist. He has 92 pace, 86 dribbling, 77 shooting, 74 passing, and 76 physical. And that 77 shooting, in my opinion anyway, is sort of a lie, because guys, it doesn't even feel like that. It feels lower. It feels 70 or maybe even lower, because his finishing, or at least his shooting, is not really the best. That is the main problem which I actually had with his normal card as well. Like, he's amazing on the ball. His dribbling is amazing. His pace is obviously amazing. He's pretty strong. Should be stronger in the game if you ask me, because he's an absolute beast in real life. But he's decent when you play on the ball with him, I guess. But his finishing is the thing that lacks about him, especially his inform. I expected way more from him. In terms of shooting, I actually expected him to get a big finishing upgrade, because I think his finishing on his normal card is only 64 and on his inform it is only 69, so I expected to be at least maybe 75 or maybe a little bit higher, since he's actually the top goal scorer in the Dutch league. I know a lot of people will say the Dutch league is nothing, but still I think he should have a higher finishing just because of that, and that is, I think, the only thing I dislike about him, because apart from that, he's absolutely amazing in game. Definitely try him out if you want to. I'm not really too sure what his price currently is. I know he was around 200k or 250k or something, which I think is a little bit too high. I would pay 100k, 150k for him, since he's obviously 80 rated, and I think he will be pretty common in packs. I know some YouTubers actually packed this guy a lot of times. I know Itani packed him like 5 times or something, so yeah, I would just suggest to wait a little bit, since I think his price will drop eventually. So yeah, let's move on into the things I actually really liked about him, and that is definitely his finesse shots. I've tried this sort of technique, I guess, finesse shots from a pretty far distance, actually a few times. Hit the crossbar a couple times and actually scored 2 goals with it, and absolutely loved those goals with Depay. Really liked him, and this is also one of the things I really like. His weak foot is surprisingly good, actually. I did score a couple goals with him. One of the shots actually went off the crossbar and in. Was really nice goal. I think I've shown you guys that before, so that is also one of the things I liked about him. And also his free kicks. This is the first free kick I got with him, and I scored it straight away. Unfortunately, only scored 1, because I think I got 4 free kicks in total. But whenever I got a free kick, my opponent decided to put a player on the line. That is also why I haven't scored that many free kicks with his inform. His regular card also has amazing free kicks, so I'm not really too sure if his free kicks are better. They're obviously better in stats wise, but overall I think they are pretty much the same. So yeah, that is inform Depay. I would suggest to try him out. Definitely give him a try. If you don't like him, you can obviously just sell him on. Now we move on to the next player, the final player of this squad, that is Wellington Silva, and I've actually used this guy in many different teams already, so I don't really know how many goals I've scored with him in this squad, but I think there were quite a lot, because he made a big impact in his team. He was one of my favorite players in this squad, so I really liked him. I definitely think he's better than Kelvin, so if you either want to try out Kelvin or Wellington Silva, I would suggest to go with Wellington Silva. Maybe because he's a little bit quicker, but I think his finishing is also better. At least that's what it feels like in game. I don't really know the exact numbers. I don't really know what the finishing of Kelvin is or from Wellington Silva, but as I said, from my in-game experience, I guess, I feel that Wellington Silva has better finishing. At least whenever I go on goal with him, I have like a better chance of scoring a goal with him instead of with Kelvin. So yeah, that is also one of the reasons why I sort of prefer him. And yeah, I just absolutely love this guy. He's really fun to play with. He's really expensive though, so if you're kind of low on coins, you could try out Kelvin instead, although I think Kelvin is also pretty expensive right now, since he moved to the Liga de Brazil, and obviously will get removed from packs soon. But yeah, Wellington Silva, I think he goes for like 120k. If you want to try him out, definitely do it. I think it is definitely worth the price, and I feel he's also just one of the better Silvas in the game, I guess. So I guess that is pretty much this squad, guys. I think I covered pretty much everything I wanted to tell you guys about this squad. Also, for those that are interested, I want to try this team. There will be a link in the description down below as well, so you can check out the price and stuff and see if you actually can afford this team. But anyway, guys, that is pretty much going to be the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then make sure to leave a like. Would be very much appreciated. And if you can hit 2,000 likes, that would be absolutely awesome. So I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.